From the outside, MacKenzie Scott and Jeff Bezos seemed untouchable, a power couple who built an empire together, raising a family and redefining success. But beneath the glossy headlines and public smiles, a much deeper and more human story was quietly unfolding. MacKenzie's recent revelation about the real reason behind their split has given the world a rare look into the emotional price of building dreams in the public eye. In moments like these, we're reminded that no amount of wealth or fame can shield a heart from pain. When someone who once shared your every triumph and challenge becomes a stranger, the loss is felt in ways no headline can capture. It's a story of devotion, ambition, and a heartbreak that can come even to those who seem to have it all. Have you ever faced a turning point that changed your life forever? Maybe you've had to pick up the pieces and start again. If so, you're not alone. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's support each other through life's biggest changes. Long before the headlines and fortune, MacKenzie and Jeff were just two young dreamers in New York, each carving out a path in the world. Their connection began in a simple office, with laughter echoing through thin walls and curiosity growing into admiration. MacKenzie, a thoughtful writer with her heart set on storytelling, found herself drawn to Jeff's bold vision and infectious energy. He saw in her not just intelligence, but a quiet strength that would become the bedrock of their partnership. Their journey wasn't marked by lavish beginnings, but by shared dreams and relentless effort. Together, they packed their lives into a car and drove across the country to chase Jeff's risky idea, an online bookstore that would one day become Amazon. Through the long hours and constant uncertainty, MacKenzie was there, supporting Jeff, handling the books, and even delivering packages. Their love was rooted in teamwork, trust, and a belief that they could build something extraordinary side by side. What made their story unique was not just what they achieved, but how they did it, hand in hand, turning late nights and small victories into building blocks for their future. For years, they were each other's biggest supporters, pushing through challenges and celebrating every small win together. It was a partnership grounded in hope and courage, and it laid the foundation for one of the most remarkable journeys in modern history. As Amazon flourished and the spotlight grew brighter, the simple joys that once connected MacKenzie and Jeff began to fade into the background. Their world was now filled with boardrooms, investors, and relentless schedules, leaving less room for family dinners and quiet conversations. MacKenzie, who once balanced spreadsheets and deliveries, found herself increasingly alone at home, holding the family together while Jeff's ambitions soared higher than ever. Success came at a steep price. The distance between them grew, not just in miles or time, but in spirit. Missed moments turned into missed years, and a connection that once felt unbreakable was slowly strained by the pressures of public life. While Jeff chased new ventures and global recognition, MacKenzie focused on raising their children and nurturing her own dreams quietly in the background. The emotional gap between them widened, each living in parallel worlds, shaped by different hopes and needs. Yet, despite the growing distance, they worked to keep up appearances for their family and the public. The love and respect they once shared was still present, but now competing with the demands of a billion-dollar company and the constant glare of media attention. For many couples, such pressure might be unimaginable, but for MacKenzie and Jeff, it became their daily reality, one that slowly, almost imperceptibly, pulled them apart. It wasn't just time and ambition that drove MacKenzie and Jeff apart. The world would soon learn the secret that shattered their carefully built life together. When news of Jeff's affair broke, it sent shockwaves through the media and into the hearts of those who had admired their partnership. For MacKenzie, the pain wasn't just personal, it was now excruciatingly public. She had stood by Jeff from the first spark of Amazon to the heights of global success, only to find herself betrayed at the peak of it all. As headlines exploded and late-night talk shows cracked jokes, MacKenzie faced the ultimate test of dignity and strength. Rather than lashing out or seeking revenge, she focused on protecting her children and guiding them through the storm. The world watched as she handled the scandal with remarkable composure, refusing to let bitterness define her story. Even as speculation swirled and the financial details of their divorce made international news, MacKenzie's quiet resolve earned her respect far beyond any headline. Through it all, she shielded her family from the chaos, keeping her children out of the spotlight and maintaining boundaries in a world that wanted every detail. In the midst of heartbreak, MacKenzie chose grace. Her ability to rise above the noise and focus on what truly mattered inspired many, reminding us that true strength often reveals itself in life's most difficult moments. After the dust settled, MacKenzie Scott found herself standing at a crossroads. She could let heartbreak define her, or she could use her pain as fuel for something greater. Choosing the latter, she surprised the world, not by seeking revenge or retreating into luxury, but by giving much of her fortune away. MacKenzie dedicated billions to causes close to her heart, quietly transforming herself from the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos into one of the world's most generous and admired philanthropists. Her donations weren't just about the numbers. They were about creating real, lasting change. MacKenzie's giving was strategic and unrestricted, allowing organizations to use her support where it mattered most. From supporting education and gender equality to uplifting marginalized communities, she reshaped what it means to use wealth for good. Each act of generosity helped rewrite her narrative, turning personal loss into collective hope. Through philanthropy and personal growth, MacKenzie found a renewed sense of purpose. She focused on raising her children, strengthening friendships, and rekindling her passion for writing. No longer in anyone's shadow, she discovered her own voice, a voice defined by empathy, action, and resilience. Her journey from heartbreak to hope has inspired countless others to believe in new beginnings, no matter how painful the ending. MacKenzie Scott's journey reminds us all that even after the deepest heartbreak, it's possible to rise, rebuild, and inspire. Her story isn't just about loss or betrayal. It's about finding strength in vulnerability and using pain as a catalyst for positive change. By turning away from bitterness and embracing generosity, MacKenzie redefined what it means to heal, showing the world that true power lies in kindness and courage. What lessons can we take from her remarkable journey? Perhaps it's that life rarely goes as planned, but each challenge holds the seeds of transformation. MacKenzie's example teaches us that our greatest setbacks can lead to our most meaningful contributions, and that dignity can shine brightest when the world expects anger or defeat. If you found inspiration in MacKenzie Scott's story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more uplifting journeys and powerful transformations. And tell us in the comments,